Welcome to a new test and teardown video. You're not going to believe it. I find all sorts of funky things at the last flea market. So this one is an AKAI color video camera. VC-30E. So it's all in this unit. DC 12 volts. It only say it's a color camera, and here is the cable that goes to your videotape recorder, and it's this huge thing with a strap you carry around your neck. It is a full size portable video recorder. I don't have that one. I only got this camera. And then there is a handle. Imagine there's a handle here with a fire or a trigger, and that is mechanically connected to this button here. So this one is the start, stop, record, and then there's an indicator in here that says exactly what is going on. The viewfinder is actually optical, so you look straight through the optics, and the viewfinder is really nice with the focus and zoom and all that kind of stuff. And then we got some LEDs for indication if it's recording or not, and something like that. You can adjust something here about and gain, click clack. We also got some switches here. So you can change between red and blue. And that will be the lights under exposure, or light is flickers low bad. And morning, indoor, outdoor color correction setup. So that is also pretty nice. Well, we got some probably only one microphone in here. Well, yeah, I found one other little switch, probably lock or run, and nope, it is an electrical. I thought it was like a mechanical lock that prevents the record. I have been googling around and I just cannot find the pinout. It could be so fun to try and power this up and see if it works. See if there's a nice picture. So unfortunately I need to open this and see if I can figure out the pinout. Also, when it says color, I think we will find 3 videotrons in here. Video tubes and some optics. I think this is a little bit too old to be CCD based, but let's see what my idea about this is, or is it correct or not? Am I good to guess? How old is this? Well, again, I tried to Google around. I can't figure it out, but I think about 1980. That is just my first guess. We see a little 82 down here. Has that something to do with that? I don't know yet, but I will try and open it. Let's have a look. First look inside. I thought I had to remove a little knob here, but that is not the case. Remember this little locking switch? Yes, it is a mechanical thing, but remember how this works. In the old days, you push this, and while you hold this in, it records. And then you let it go and it stops. So if you want to record a little bit more and you're sad about pushing in, so you push, record, and then you do the lock, and then it's going to stay in until you release it. So I think this was not assembled correctly. Maybe somebody else was in here and then they didn't mount this correctly. There's a little, this needs to grab that one and that was not done correctly. So we need to have a little better look in here. See, that is the mechanical or the optical viewfinder. I see some glass in here, but I'm looking for the color stuff. It is amazing how much electronics there is inside this unit. Holy moly. And all those ICs are probably super duper custom stuff. There's even a little extra circuit board up here, and it's just barely touching the metal. And all those ICs, I had a little look up here, and they definitely look super custom. Look even how bent the board is. I don't know why is it supposed to be this bent? Wow, look at that. The other one here is nice, but I think this is a little hinge here, so we could probably, yeah, let's see if we can do that. Oh man, that is crazy. And we've got more of these nice delay lines and all sorts of thick film custom chips all over the place. High frequency inductors and all the fancy smancy things. And here's this little top board, so there's even another delay line here in a little socket, so you can replace this. And how about, I think this one is maybe, oops, the NTC versus PAL board. So that explains why it is in a little socket. And I was, ooh, there's even a little board sitting like that. This is the microphone, and it goes to that board. So that is probably the microphone preamp. And why is it mounted on a separate board like that? That is really weird. And I was expecting to see 3 video tubes, but that is not what I see. I see only 1. So now this unit is completely disassembled. I mean, look at all this electronics. It is amazing. Oh man, it is packed. Absolutely crazy. And yes, of course, in this super miniature home video kind of quality level here, of course you only see 1 video tube, and that is because they covered the faceplate in tiny little color separations for red, green and blue. So when the electronics scans the picture, it will get the 3 different colors in like that, and then it will mix it into the PAL signal. So there is of course only 1 beam, but it looks at the different colors at the more or less the same place, right? But it cannot be exactly at that same place. So about the pinouts, that connector down here is a 7-pin DIN. So what I did is I found a matching connector, and this one fits perfectly fine. And then I'm looking at the connector like this for, well, to avoid problems with identifying the different pins. So here is what I did. Here is my pinout of everything oriented the way that I look when I look at the connector like that. So of course added the numbers so it will be correct when I fool around with this later. Now I need to assemble the camera again. But we get all those are grounds. and then we got a video coax, and we got an audio coax, and we got a thick red one that goes to a fuse. I mean, that definitely is 12 volt power input. And then there is a gray one, and I bet that is the record signal directly from that switch. So there's nothing more I need in here. I can just go and assemble my really cute camera again here, and hopefully I will be able to fit everything inside a box. You're not going to believe what I just did. See? I made my own little cable. Well, it's not super beautiful. And as you can hear, we got audio. And yeah, I got a long cable connected to 12 volts. So it's using 0.6 something. And then I got some cables into my computer. And look at that. I got it recording, see, both video and audio. Let's try and make a little recording here. And now this recording should continue on the analog stuff. Here. And now this recording should continue on the analog stuff. And then I can go and pick up this one and do exactly the same. Ooh, it's really dark. And then I think this is the other way. That one is the how dark. Okay, so this is how it works. And this is zoom out. And then we can go and have a look at the power supply. Let's see if I can focus this one. So this is how it would have been 1980 kind of style. Sorry for all the messing around here. Let's see if we can see. That is my OBS screen, and over here I'm actually editing the video you're about to see, or you just saw. Let's see if I can show you the first. Oh, it is that bad when it comes to focus. I can't even make anything. Alright, so this is definitely 1980s. Alright, there's only one thing left to say. Oi, oi, oi. And that is bye bye, see you.